All right, good morning. I got quite a bit of shit to talk about this morning. I got a ton of notes to talk about this morning. Let's see here. You have tuned in before, or if you haven't, just doing daily meditation. Try to find balance. Let's see here. Balance has been a big one. Fear-based decision making. That's one of the big topics for me lately. And these are like really subtle based fear, or subtle fear-based decision. Shit, let's see here. So I did that iniko open verse challenge for that godbody song. That was fun. Check that out if you want. It's on my page or whatever. Also just did the Fear Hunter track. Fucking really digging that. And so I'll start off by talking about the godbody shit. Because like before I even saw that she had this song, my mind was on this idea of this perspective of godbody. And basically like I tried to express it in the little bit of lyrics I threw on that track. And let's see, it's like a conscious choice to view the body in a very powerful, positive way. And yeah, what did I go on to say? Oh yeah, so that's basically it. Viewing the body in this supremely positive, powerful way. Like people would call it godly because, yeah, when you're viewing it from that positive ass perspective, I don't know, it's fucking beautiful. But and then I go on to say, let fear be your guide. Fear is definitely a good guide. We can learn a lot from fear. And I say, let fear be your guide, and tell your inner child not to hide. So that inner child shit. Just some real interesting shit I've been experiencing lately. And this idea of this part of me hiding when I'm so uncomfortable, or when I, don't like a situation or some shit. Let's see here. So this one dude, he calls himself, or they call him Bashar, Bashar. It took me a long time to, hey, how's it going out there, Alyssa? It took me a long time to understand Bashar's wisdom, or his perspective. I remember seeing him for like fucking 10, 20 years, and I was just thought he was really weird, but finally my intelligence, or my whatever, has lined up with his, where I can actually understand what the fuck he's saying. And this dude has some real wisdom. Bashar, Bashar. He was talking this morning about energy, and it's like anything we feel inside us is our own energy. So if we see somebody else and we feel a certain way, that's our own energy. He says that like the only way to really even feel what somebody else is feeling like that is because we match their energy. It's just a really interesting concept. Yeah, dude's fucking, he's got a lot of wisdom. And I was talking about these tracks I did, Fear Hunter, through a verse on this iniko godbody challenge. And I was just saying how godbody is just like this perspective of like a very powerful, positive way to view the body. And it's like once we, like, I was watching one master this morning talking about self-love. Or maybe it was a quote, actually. Just talking about how self-love is so important, and And that goes right along with this God body concept, is that when you love yourself in the right way, or when you love yourself in this conscious way, then you just appreciate everything. You see it in this positive light, and why wouldn't you take care of your body, you know? I think that's what it's about. Is once conscious of that fact, then it's like, well, why wouldn't we just take care of our body as well as we could? One of the masters I watch a lot of, Sadhguru, he's like my main master when I started walking down this path or whatever. So this morning I saw a video and he says, it's interesting, he says, I'm impatient to take you places only people with balance can walk. And his whole thing this morning was he's talking about how important balance is. And once you have balance, then you can actually work on some shit. It's like saying, basically, if sounds like, you know, if you're not, haven't tried to find balance, then you're probably out of balance. I definitely didn't find my center. Shit. Maybe I stumbled across it through my life, but didn't find it in this way till, yeah, like 42. Or right before 42, but barely. So self-love, hella important. Oh yeah, these subtle fear-based decisions. Yeah, having to do with the balance. Just like having a daily practice like this offers the daily cleansing of the mind and body. And that, the balance comes with that, you know? Cleansing the mind and body daily, and like, the balance is there. Unlike with the body, like stretching, you know? That's like a form of cleansing the body because shit builds up, stresses, all that bullshit. Bullshit. Shit, I think that's pretty much it. My last day of work for the week. Yeah, I was talking about the last couple days, how it was a tough week getting out here the last week, but back on track, back to center, back to balance. So definitely just stoked to be out here. The wind feels so nice. Yeah, this like spiritual path I've been on, the spiritual journey. There's been these like these tools and these gifts that have been offered on the spiritual path, and the wind is one of the gifts. It helps to bring me back to center. The wind and the cold. Those help bring my consciousness to a center. And I guess the gift is like being present, being centered while the wind and the cold, you know, being able to be in the moment with the wind and the cold. what's up? Handstand shit. I'll do a handstand. I've been working on it. This is my first fucking best try out here, whatever. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, that shit's tough for sure. I should be practicing more. Alright, hope you all are having a good day. I had lots of notes to talk about this morning. One thing is this dude, Bashar, Bashar. I've seen his shit around for like 10, 15 years, and I could never like connect with it. He always just seemed like a really far out there dude. But just recently when I came across his shit, I was like, it totally makes sense, and I guess that means I'm far out there with him now, but either way, this dude's smart as fuck. One of the things he was talking about this morning is saying energy, basically saying anything that we feel is all our own shit, you know, it's all within us. So if we see something in somebody else and it makes us feel some way, he says what's happening at that point is we're matching that person's energy. So the only reason we'd be feeling it like that is because we're just unconsciously matching it. So if you become conscious of that, then you don't feel fucking other people's bullshit. Unless you want to. Let's see here. Like my main master, the one that I, noticed first, Saudi Guru, if that's how it's pronounced. This morning he was talking about, he says something really interesting. He says, I'm impatient to take you places that only people with balance can walk. I just fucking love that idea. Yeah, and balance is just like, seemed to be so present. You know, all the shit the last few days for me, like, last 6 months or a year. The whole idea of yin yang and balance and all that shit has been very present, but, the last few days, even more so. What the fuck? Another really good piece of wisdom I came across this morning is just back to this idea of the daily practice, and that Doesn't matter how long you do the daily practice. If you if you don't do it for a day, it allows this opportunity for like to get tricked or some shit. Like, I don't know, it's some shit. Another beautiful day around here. Blessed to be fucking opening my eyes to it, you know? Can't get enough of the fresh air in the morning, that's for sure. I'm out at Washington here. Hey. Yeah, Washington State, and just got a lot of fires going on at the moment. Fucking, it's not smoky right now, it was yesterday. Just hoping that, man, yeah, we don't get a lot of that smoke. That's some bullshit. I'm almost done here. Try to finish my physical routine strong or whatever. Do a few more push-ups. And I'll see if any more wisdoms come to me before I get out of here and do my last day work. Alright, try to wrap this up here. Well, have a blessed day out there. If you get a chance to go to my page and check out my last two fucking musical whatevers, Fear Hunter, that's the last track, and then threw a verse on this iniko godbody challenge thing. Yeah, and like the masters this morning saying self-love is super important. Oh, here's one thing I forgot to mention. This band called Falling in Reverse. Just been coming into my feed lately, but this lyric this morning, he says he's looking for a way out. That just like connected with me or something, because there was one point before I kind of got to this peaceful state, and that's kind of how I felt like when I would have a tough time with things. I would go kind of lay in my bed and meditate about it, or whatever, you know. Try to just clear my mind, and then I would like find my way out. So it's fucking cool and interesting shit. I'll definitely try again another time, but I appreciate your support. Fuck, you know. Have a blessed time. Enjoy the day. Peace.